Hey guys, Pren here. Sorry I don't have my GoPro, so I'm doing this with an iPhone. But basically I started putting in the snorkel. I had to butcher the snorkel to get it to fit nicely on the 4-inch flare. So I'll show you guys how what I'm planning. So I basically did a split in the like stack here, so it'll bend upwards, because this is gonna sit, normally it would sit like this, but because of the flare it wants to sit this way, so we want to take that angle and push it up this way for this actual snorkel. I did cut the spout out too, just so I could see how well it sits against this. My intention is to JB weld the intake spout back on here, and I'll probably do some fiberglass here on the stack part of it. So right now I'm just planning out my layout, and I'm going to drill the holes for the insert. The one thing I was trying to avoid was cutting into this, other than the intake port, but I think I'm going to make a incision here where it'll allow this to rest inside and give it more of a flush look. It's pretty much going to destroy the fender, but as long as the snorkel's on there, then it shouldn't matter. So we'll see how this goes. I just put a little bit of lipstick on these inserts, and I stuck it on the closest I could, lining it up to my tape to get a couple of holes. Now I'm going to drill these points, push it in further to get the rest of the markings on the fender. So we got our first 3 bolts in through the fender, and you can see here that gap I was talking about. So what I'm going to do is put a little slice in the fender so it sits in a little bit more, and hopefully then it'll remedy some of this back area as well, which I'm not quite sure yet how far in we're going to go, but we'll see. While the snorkel was on the fender, I traced the bottom, and then I measured basically the width of this edge here, and it was about 3/8. So I made a little mark of 3/8, and I'm going to draw another line here, and that's the area I'm going to cut to have it sink in. And hopefully I don't screw this up, because that's really going to suck having to do another fender on this. I think I've cut it the most I'm going to cut it now. We'll start working on the stack, getting that straightened up. But I just don't have the cojones to cut it any more than I have. So we'll see how it looks after it's all done. Alright guys, I think this is where we're going to stop for today. Due to trying to compensate for the 4-inch flare, the stack is kind of pushed forward. So what I'm thinking is maybe running just I don't know what, something from here to here just to stabilize the stack. Yeah, I'm really not sure yet. And I'm also going to get some longer inserts here, because or I'm going to heat it up in the center to wrap it around the fender, but I don't know how good that's going to work. So I'm thinking about getting longer inserts that'll fit through here, and then maybe with the nuts I can kind of squeeze it down onto the fender. But I also have to keep in mind these are fiberglass fenders, so I don't want to put too much force into them. So it's coming. I don't really like it being that far away from the windshield, but we'll brace it good, and it should still serve its function. So see how it goes. I think the front's looking pretty good though. That's sucked down pretty good. I'm gonna put a little bit of, it came with this gasket, I'll put that down, and also put some foam, like 3M foam tape in here too, to seal it up nicely. All right guys, thanks for watching part 1.